Except for every meal, I hate to I was on my knees most of the night because I was late, and after you'd been so kind and given me permission to leave...
It wasn't about your being late, Maria.
I must have awakened half the abbey before Sister Margaretta heard me and opened the gate.
Very few of us were asleep. We could only think that you'd lost your way. And to be lost at night on that mountain...
Reverend Mother, I couldn't be lost on that mountain. That's my mountain. I was brought up on it. It was that mountain that brought me to you.
Oh.
When I was a little girl, I used to go up the mountain, climb a tree, and look over into your garden. I'd see the sisters at work, and I'd hear them sing on their way to vespers. Many times I went back up that mountain in the dark, singing all the way. And that brings up another transgression. I was singing yesterday, and I was singing without your permission.
Maria, it is only here in the Abbey that there's a rule about singing.
But that's the hardest rule of all for me. Sister Margaretta is always reminding me, but too late, after I've started singing.
Like that day you were singing in the garden at the top of your voice.
Oh, but Mother, it's that kind of song.
I came to the window, and when you saw me, you stopped.
Yes, that's been on my mind ever since it happened.
It's been on my mind, too. I wish you hadn't stopped. I used to sing that song when I was a child, and I can't quite remember. Please.
Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens, bright copper kettles and warm woolen mittens, brown paper packages tied up with strings. These are a few of my favorite things. Cream-colored ponies and crisp apple strudels, doorbells and sleigh bells and schnitzel with noodles, wild geese that fly with the moon on their wings. These are a few of my favorite things. Girls in white dresses with blue satin sashes, snowflakes that stay on my nose and eyelashes, silver white winters that melt into springs. These are a few of my favorite things. When the dog bites, when the bee stings, when I'm feeling sad, I simply remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel so bad. Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens, bright copper kettles and warm woolen mittens, brown paper packages tied up with strings. These are a few of my favorite things. Cream-colored ponies and crisp apple strudels, doorbells and sleigh bells and schnitzel with noodles, wild geese that fly with the moon on their wings. These are a few of my favorite things. Girls in white dresses with blue satin sashes, snowflakes that stay on my nose and eyelashes, silver white winters that melt into springs. These are a few of my favorite things. When the dog bites, when the bee stings, when I'm feeling sad, I simply remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel so bad. When the dog bites, when the bee stings, when I'm feeling sad, I simply remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel so bad. We were both singing at the top of our voices.
You're right. It's that kind of song.
And singing it always makes me feel better. Reverend Mother, where did you learn that song?
I was brought up on the mountain myself. Maria, in spite of what you saw over the Abbey wall, you weren't prepared for the way we live, were you?
No, Mother, but I prayed, and I tried
Tell me, Maria, what is the most important lesson that you've learned here?
to To find out what is the will of God and to do it.
Even if it is hard to accept.
Even then.
The dress that you wore when you came to us, is that still in the rowing room?
Oh, why no, Mother. I'm sure that's been given to the poor. Sister Margaretta said that when we enter the Abbey, our worldly clothes... Reverend Mother, why do you ask?
Maria, it seems to be the will of God that you leave us.
Leave? Leave here? Oh, no, Mother, please, no.
For a while only, Maria.
Don't send me away, Mother, please. This is what I want. This is my life.
But are you ready for it? Perhaps if you go out into the world again for a time, you will come back to us knowing what we expect of you and that we do expect it.
I know what to expect, Mother, and I'll do it. I promise.
Maria.
If it is God's will, where am I to go?
There's a family of 7 children. You like children, you're very good with them. They need a governess until September.
Until September?
Captain Von Trapp expects you this afternoon. He's a fine man, and a brave one. He was given the Maria Theresa Medal by the Emperor. It was for heroism in the Adriatic.
A captain in the Navy? Oh, Mother, he'll be very strict.
You're not being sent to his battleship. God bless you, Maria.
Reverend Mother, have I your permission to sing?
Yes, my child.
These are a few of my favorite things. I have been given permission to sing. Brown paper packages tied up with strings. These are a few of my favorite things. Girls in white dresses with blue satin sashes, snowflakes that stay on my nose and eyelashes, silver white winters that melt into springs. These are a few of my favorite things. When the dog bites, when the bee stings, when I'm feeling sad, I simply remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel so bad. Do you hold that moonbeam in your hand?
Yes, sir.
I was calling the housekeeper, and she didn't answer. Do you know why?
Sometimes she doesn't hear, sir.
I'm sorry, sir. I was answering the telephone. Hello, sir. We're happy to have you home again.
Why did last governess leave?
Who knows? She just said, I've had enough of this, and walked out.
Why? Was Louisa playing tricks again? Putting toads in her bed?
She didn't complain of that, sir.
Well, there's another one coming today, and this one can't walk out.
Oh?
She's coming from Nonberg Abbey with orders to stay until September.
I hope you'll be home for a time, sir.
Just until tomorrow. The telephone call, was it for me?
No, sir. It was for Franz. Before you arrived, there was a phone call from Vienna. A Frau Schrader? I have the number in the pantry.
I know the number. I shall be back in about a month with some guests.
Yes, sir. Do you know how many?
Just 2. Herr Detweiler.
Oh, Herr Detweiler.
Frau Schrader.
Who wanted me on the telephone?
It was the post office. They have a telegram for you. It'll be delivered at 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock? That gives me 5 hours to be nervous.
With that scatterbrained boy delivering the telegrams.
Well, that's what people are saying. If the Germans did take over Austria, we'd have efficiency.
Shh! Don't let the captain hear you say that. He didn't whistle for us like that when his wife was alive.
He's being the captain of a ship again.
But I was in the Imperial Navy.
Too bad. You could have earned a fortune.
Wait here.
I'm Captain Von Trapp, and you're Fräulein.
Maria Reiner.
Now, Fräulein, as to your duties, would you mind stepping over there? Before you meet the children, you will put on another dress.
I haven't any other dress. When we enter the abbey, our worldly clothes are given to the poor.
And what about this one?
The poor didn't want this one.
This is what you would call a worldly dress.
It belonged to our last postulate. I would have made myself a dress, but I wasn't given time. I can't make my own clothes.
Good. I will see that you're given some materials. Today, if possible. Now, you'll be in charge of my children. There are 7 of them. You'll see how far they progress in their studies and continue on from there. Each morning will be spent in the classroom. Each afternoon, they march. You will see that at all times they conduct themselves with the most orderliness and decorum. The first rule in this house is discipline.
Oh, yes, sir.
This is your new Fräulein, Fräulein Maria. As I sound your signal, you will repeat your name. You, Fräulein, will listen and learn their signals, so you can call them when you want them.
Liesel.
Friedrich.
Louisa.
Kurt.
Brigitta.
Marta. Gretel.
Now, let's see how well you listen.
I won't have to whistle for them, the captain. What I mean is, I'll be with them all the time.
Not on all occasions. This is a large house with a large estate. They've been taught to only come when they hear their signals. Now, when I want you, this is what you'll hear.
You won't have to trouble, sir, because I couldn't answer to a whistle.
That is nonsense. Everybody answers to a whistle. I'll show you. This is my orderly, my butler.
Yes, sir.
Please put this book away. This is my executive officer, Frau Schmidt, the housekeeper. Please make sure Fräulein Maria's room is ready.
Yes, sir.
I shall now leave you with the children. You are in command.
Pardon me, sir, but I don't know how to address you.
You will call me Captain.
Excuse me, Captain. I forgot to return this whistle, Captain. I won't be needing it, Captain. Thank you, Captain. Well, now that there's just us, would you tell me your names again and tell me how old you all are? Now, you're...
I'm Liesel. I'm 16 years old, and I don't need a governess.
I'm glad you told me. We'll just be friends.
I'm Friedrich, I'm 14, and I'm a boy.
Boy? Why, you're almost a man. I'm Brigitta. You didn't tell me how old you are, Louisa.
I'm Brigitta. She's Louisa. She's 13, and you're smart. I'm 9, and I think your dress is the ugliest one I've ever seen.
Brigitta, you mustn't say anything like that.
Why? Don't you think it's ugly?
If I did think so, I wouldn't say so. I'm Kurt. I'm 11. Almost.
That's a nice age to be, 11, almost.
I'm Marta. I'm going to be 7 on Tuesday, and I like pink parasol.
Pink is my favorite color, too. And you're Gretel. I'm going to tell you something. I don't know anything about being a governess.
So, you've never been a governess before?
No. How do I start?
Well, the first thing you need to do is tell Father to mind his own business.
No, Lisa, don't. I like her.
What's in here?
My guitar.
What'd you bring this for?
For when we all sing together.
We don't sing.
You don't sing? Of course you sing. Everybody sings. What songs do you know?
We don't know any songs.
You don't?
No.
Well, now I know where to start.
mi, fa, so, and so on?
No, do, re, mi, fa, so, and so on are only the tools we use to build a song. Once we have these notes in our heads, we can sing a million different tunes.
How?
By mixing them up. Listen.
So, do, la, fa, mi, do, re.
Now you do it.
So, do, la, fa, mi, do, re. So, do, la, ti, do, re, do. So, do, la, ti, do, re, do.
Now, all together.
So, do, la, fa, mi, do, re. So, do, la, ti, do, re, do.
But it doesn't mean anything.
So we put in words. One word for every note.
When you know the notes to sing, you can sing most anything.
You said one word for every note.
Yes, Brigida, I did.
But when you sing
Anything.
you're using up 3 notes on one word.
Yes, that's right. Well, sometimes we do that. Now, all together.
When you know the notes to sing, you can sing most anything. Do, la, ti, fa, mi, re, re, so, mi, fa, so like bread, la, no to follow soul, tea, a drink with jam and bread, that will bring us back to dawn. So, ting, do, do, ting, so far me, do, me, so, so.
Fa, fa, la.
Ting, ting, do, me, so, so.
Fa, fa, la.
Ting, ting, do, me, so, so. Do, la, ting, ting, do, me, so, so. Ting, ting, do, me, so, so. Sing most anything. So, a deer, a bee, little deer, day, a drop of golden sun. Me, a name I call myself, far along my way to run. So, a needle pulling thread, pulling cloud, no to follow soul. Follow sea, a drink with jam and bread, that will bring us back to dawn. That will bring us back. Do, ti, la, sol.
Fa, mi, re, do.
Good night, Cole.
Liesel,
Yes?
you don't have to say goodnight this early just because your father.
How did you know my father was home?
Oh, I have a way of knowing things.
You're wonderful.
Oh no, I'm not. Really?
Oh, yes, you are. I mean, how did you know 2 days ago that you would be here at just this time tonight with a telegram for Franz?
Every year on this date, he always gets a birthday telegram from his sister.
You see, you are wonderful.
Can I come again tomorrow night?
Rolf, you can't be sure you're going to have a telegram to deliver here tomorrow night.
I could come here by mistake with a telegram for Colonel Schneider. He's here from Berlin. He's staying with the Gauleitz, but no one's supposed to know he's here. Don't you tell your father.
Why not?
Well, your father's pretty Austrian.
We're all Austrian.
Some people think we ought to be German. They're getting pretty mad at those who don't think so. They're getting ready to Well, let's just hope your father doesn't get into any trouble.
Don't worry about father. He was decorated for bravery.
I know. I don't worry about him. The only one I worry about is his daughter.
Me? Why?
How old are you, Lisa?
I'm 16. What's wrong with that?
You wait, little girl, on an empty stage for fate to turn the light on. Your life, little girl, is an empty page that men will want to write on.
To write on.
You are 16, going on 17, baby, it's time to think. Better go every canny and careful, baby, you're on the brink. You are 16, going on 17, fellows will fall in line. Eager young lads and druids and cats will offer you food and wine. Totally unprepared are you to face the world of men. Timid and shy and scared are you of things beyond your ken. You need someone older and wiser telling you what to do. I am 17, going on 18. Oh, take care of me.
track, children never play. The captain doesn't want them to get dirty.
But they're children. They have to climb trees and roll on the grass. Think of all the rocks and caves.
The captain says the best exercise is marching. The children will continue to march. I hope you find your room comfortable.
Yes, thank you.
There will be new curtains hung in the window and the alcove tomorrow.
But these curtains are very good.
There will be new curtains.
Will the captain be away long?
I don't know. Of course, he does have to come home every time he hires a new governess. Sometimes I think the children get rid of their old governesses just because they miss their father.
He must want to see them too.
Since his wife died, they're minding too much of her. You can put that away. You won't be using it.
Why not?
The captain won't have music.
Won't have music?
And he used to love music. There were wonderful evenings here when his wife would sing and he would play the violin or the guitar. But now he's shut that all out of his life.
So that's why he's the way he is. But not to have music, that's wrong for him. And wrong for the children, too.
It will work out. The captain may marry again before the summer is over.
That would change everything. They'd have a mother again.
Mm-hmm. It's going to rain. You better close your window.
Dear God, I know now that you have sent me here on a mission. I must help these children to love their new mother and prepare them to win her love so she will never want them to leave her. And I pray that this will become a happy family in thy sight. God bless the captain and Liesel, Friedrich, Louisa, Brigitta, Marta, and little Gretel. And, oh yes, I forgot the other boy. What's his name? Oh, well, God bless what's his name. God bless the Reverend Mother and Sister Margaretta and everybody at Nonberg Abbey. And now, dear God, about Liesel. Help her to know that I am her friend, and help her to tell me what she's been up to.
Are you going to tell on me?
Help me to be understanding so that I may guide her footsteps.
I was out taking
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Ghost.
I was out taking
Amen.
I was out taking a walk, and somebody must have shut the front doors earlier than usual, and I didn't want to wake everybody up, so when I saw your window open... Are you going to tell Father?
Did you climb that trellis to get up here?
That's how we always got into this room to play tricks on the governess. Louisa can climb it with a toad in her hand.
Liesel, were you out walking all by yourself? You know, if we washed this out tonight, nobody would notice it tomorrow. Then all this would be just between you and me. Take your dress in there and put it to soak in the bathtub. Get some pajamas on and come back here and sit on the edge of my bed and we'll have a talk.
I told you earlier, I don't need a governess. Well, maybe I do.
Oh, it's you, Gretel. Are you afraid? You're not afraid of a thunderstorm, are you? You just stay right here with me. Where are the others?
They're asleep. They're not scared.
Wait for me! Oh no? Look. Come all of you up on the bed. Now all we have to do is wait for the boys.
We won't see them. Boys are brave.
You boys aren't frightened too, are you?
Oh, no. We just wanted to make sure that you weren't.
Was this your idea, Friedrich?
It was Kurt's.
That's it, Kurt. That's the one I left out. God bless Kurt.
Why does it do that?
Well, the lightning says something to the thunder, and the thunder answers it back.
I wish it wouldn't answer so loud.
Maybe if we all sing loud enough, we won't hear the thunder. High on a hill was a lonely goat herd, they-hoo. Loud was the voice of the lonely goat herd, they-hoo. Folks in a town that was quite remote heard,
sir. Herr Detweiler is still on the telephone.
Frau Schrader, would you care for a pastry?
Yes, thank you.
There's no sign of the children, Franz.
Not yet, sir.
Georg, those mountains! They're magnificent!
Yes, they're like no other mountains. They're friendly. Do you see that green stretch of woods over there? When the wind whistles through, it's like a restless sea.
And that sweet little village.
Oh, that's not a village. That's a town.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hurt its feelings.
You know, it's fun being with you. You're quite an experience for me.
You're quite an experience for me, too. Somewhere there's a fascinating man. Occasionally I catch a glimpse of him, and when I do, he's exciting.
Exciting? I've never been called exciting before.
I'm beginning to understand you better now that I see you here. You know, you're a little like those mountains, except that you keep moving. How can you be away from this place as much as you are?
Maybe I've been looking for a reason to come back here to stay.
Georg, I like it here very much.
Max can't still be on the telephone. I know he's desperate for singers of the Salzburg Festival, but you like it here.
Oh, we'd have to spend some time in Vienna. I have Heinrich's estate to look after.
I thought that was a corporation now.
It is. And I'm president.
You, president of a corporation.
After all, I managed Heinrich's affairs for years before he died.
I just can't see you sitting behind the desk.
Well, of course. I wear a business suit and smoke a big cigar.
Excuse me, Captain. Herr Detweiler would like his tea.
While he's telephoning.
He just finished.
I'm sorry I took so long.
Any luck?
How would you like this for the Salzburg Festival? The finest choral group in Austria, the greatest mixed quartet in all Europe, and the best soprano in the world.
Max, that's something I'd love to hear.
So would I. All I've got up to now is a basso who isn't even profundo.
Oh, Max, you always come up with good festival concerts.
And why? Because my motto is, never start out looking for the people you wind up getting. That's why I've been telephoning Paris, Rome, Stockholm, London.
On Georg's telephone.
How else could I afford it? Why am I up here?
I hoped it was because you like me.
Of course I like you. Why shouldn't I like you? You live like a king. You have an excellent wine cellar.
Max!
I like rich people. I like the way they live. I like the way I live when I'm with them. Speaking as a government official, Georg, is there a cathedral around here?
Oh, yes. That's our abbey. Nonnberg Abbey.
Do they have a choir?
Oh, a beautiful one.
Good. In these next few days, I'll have to visit these towns around here. Listen to Sengerbunds, choirs, quartets.
You'll be back for meals, won't you?
Oh, yes. It was in a town about that size, Watson, where I discovered the St. Ignatius Boys Choir. In 1930, they won the festival. Became very famous, toured all over the world.
Oh, yes. Whatever became of them?
By the time their voices changed, they were rich enough to live in America. Who lives in that dilapidated castle down there? Rumpelstiltskin?
That's Baron Elberfeld, the oldest family in the valley.
I'd like to meet him. I'd like to meet all your friends. Georg, why don't you give a dinner for me while I'm here? Nothing very much, just something lavish.
I wouldn't know whom to invite. It's hard to tell these days who's a friend and who's an enemy.
Well, this isn't a good time to make enemies. Let's make some friends.
I can't understand what happens to the children.
You're not worried about them, are you?
Well, they should have been here to welcome you.
Well, it couldn't have been an intentional flight because they haven't met me yet.
Forgive me while I try to find them.
Elsa, have you made up Georg's mind yet? Is he going to marry you?
Oh, yes. He hasn't admitted it yet. There seems to be something standing in his way.
You don't know what it is?
No?
I do.
What?
It's very simple. It's money.
Money?
Yes. He's rich and you're rich. In all the famous love affairs, the lovers have to struggle. In carriage rooms away upstairs, the lovers starve and snuggle. Their famous for misfortune, which they seem to have no fear of. With lovers who are very rich and very seldom hear of.
There's not a sign of them anywhere.
No little shadow you share with me. We do not flee from a mortgagee. Nary a care in the world have we.
How can love survive?
You're fond of bonds and you
Liesel! Liesel!
What do you want?
Oh, Captain. I didn't mean, I don't know. Hi.
Who are you?
I have a telegram for, Herr Detweiler.
I am Herr Detweiler.
You've delivered your telegram, now get out!
Georg, he's just a boy!
I am an Austrian. I will not be hot.
Now, Georg, why don't you look at things the way I do? What's going to happen is going to happen. Just be sure it doesn't happen to you, Max.
It's a good thing you haven't any character. Because if you did, I'm convinced I'd hate you.
Oh, you couldn't hate me. I'm too lovable. I'll take it.
Ready, children?
Oh, holy doodly, oh, holy doodly, oh, holy doodly, holy doodly, holy. Oh, holy doodly, oh, holy doodly, oh, holy doodly, holy doodly, holy.
Oh, Captain, you're home. Father, we missed you.
Straight line! Get cleaned up and get into your uniforms. And report back here. At once! Fräulein, where did you get these abominations? Out of a nightmare?
No, out of some curtains. The curtains that used to hang in my bedroom. There was plenty of wear left in them.
Just a moment. Do you mean to say the people of the neighborhood saw my children wearing old curtains?
Oh yes, they've become very popular. Everyone smiles at them.
I don't wonder.
They say, there go Captain Von Trapp's children.
My children have always been a credit to my name.
But Captain, they weren't. They were just unhappy little marching machines.
I don't care to hear from you about my children.
Well, you must hear from someone. You're not home long enough to know that.
I said I don't want to hear.
I know you don't, but you've got to. And take Liesel. Liesel isn't a child anymore. And if you keep treating her as one, Captain, you're going to have a mutiny on your hands. And Friedrich. Friedrich is afraid to be himself. He's shy, aloof. Friedrich needs you. He needs your confidence.
Don't tell me about my son.
Brigida could tell you about him. She could tell you a lot more if you got to know her. Because she notices things. And she always tells the truth, especially when you don't want to hear it. Kurt is sensitive. He's easily hurt, and you ignored him. You brush him aside the way you do all of them. I haven't finished yet. Louisa wants to have a good time. You've just got to let her have a good time. Marta, I don't know about yet, but someone has to find out about her. And little Gretel just wants to be loved. Oh, please, Captain, love Gretel. Love all of them. They need you.
Stop! Stop it! You'll pack your things and return to the Abbey as soon as you can.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said those things. Not in the way I said them.
Once you're gone, there'll be... What is that?
Singing.
Who's singing?
Your children.
My children. Singing.
I wanted them to sing for Frau Schrader when they met her.
Georg, you must hear. For 1,000 years, the hills fill my heart with the sound of music. My heart wants to sing every song. It hears every song.
I'd like you to show Frau Schrader the gardens.
Yes, show me the gardens. I want to see everything. And with you too. I don't know any of your names yet, but it doesn't matter. I'm sure I won't get them straight for a long time.
I'm Marta. She is not. I'm Marta. She's Louisa.
You were right. I don't know my own children.
They're waiting to know you. They want so much to. After I've gone,
Oh no. I want you to stay.
if I can be of any help.
You've been a lot of help already. You brought music back into my home. I had forgotten. To laugh like a brook when it trips and falls over stones in its way.
To sing through the night like a lark who is learning to pray.
I go to the hills when my heart is lonely. I know I will hear what I've heard before. My heart will be blessed with the sound of music, and I'll sing once
Ray, a drop of golden sun. Me, a name I call myself.
I came back to congratulate you. Oh, thank you.
The captain was very moved.
Yes, I think he was pleased. He's asked me to stay on with the children.
Oh, you're staying on.
Until September.
September?
Then I go back to the Abbey.
The Abbey.
I'm going to be a nun.
Oh, how nice. When you get back to the Abbey, think of us.
I'll pray for you.
Good evening, children. No. That's right. You must remember to do that to all the guests. Come on, children. The party's starting.
Rosemary, will you fix my bow? We've never had a party in our house before.
Oh, yes. There used to be lots of parties here. Friedrich and I used to sneak out to watch them from the top of the stairs.
I know the music.
One time, your father brought a gypsy orchestra all the way from Budapest. Yes, they wore red coats.
There was beautiful lady. Everybody was dancing.
I must go. The party's starting. Remember to mind your manners.
There was one lady. She was the most beautiful of all. I think she was here all the time.
Yes, Lisa. Can we dance while the guests are dancing? Of course. Remember what Fräulein Maria told us.
Yes.
You have German blood. Heavens. I am not a German. I am an Austrian. There's going to be an Ausschluss. I warn you, and everyone like you. And that goes first.
Elberfeld, it is very nice to have you and the Baroness here again.
Frau Schrader's charming, Georg.
I hope she isn't ill.
Oh no, just a headache. I'm on my way up to get her now.
Father, I don't think these people are having a very good time.
Half the people I invited aren't speaking. So the other half.
Well, Father, maybe they're having a good time not speaking to each other.
Oh, Kurt, I haven't danced the land there since...
Captain! Frau Schrader asked me to let you know that she will join you in a few minutes.
Thank you. I just wish you'd like to give us a break.
Yes, sir.
Oh, you remember it? Show me.
No, I haven't danced since...
Come, you said the left hand behind the back.
Yes, that's right. But first, the boy and the girl meet.
Yes.
Then they go for a little stroll.
No, that's wrong. Let me show you.
I don't remember anymore.
Well, Kurt, that's how it's done.
Your face is all red.
I guess I'm not very used to dancing.
Well, hello there.
Good evening, Frau Schrader.
I hope you're feeling better, Frau Schrader.
Yes, thank you. Kurt.
Hello, Uncle Max. We're having a party.
Good. Tell your father it's sure to be a success. I'm here.
Max.
Elsa, without a doubt, you're the most beautiful corporation president in the entire world.
Thank you, Max.
Max, you're back, and just in time for dinner.
Georg, do you think you could have a gala without me?
Oh, now we have an odd man.
A little odd, but charming.
Liesel, will you tell Frau Schmidt to set 2 more place settings? And I'd like to speak to Fräulein Maria.
2 places?
We'll need another woman.
Who? Liesel?
Oh no, she's much too young. I'll ask Maria.
You're not serious.
Oh, but of course.
She's a nursemaid.
Oh, I don't think of her that way.
I don't mind, but your friends, Georg, you can't expect them to dine with Maria.
And why not?
Elsa, tell him why not.
Max, can you change in a hurry?
Yes, Max, we could use you tonight.
Frau Schrader, we're talking about you.
Come on, Georg. I've been dodging these people for an hour.
Brigitte, have you seen your father?
Maria?
Oh, Herr Detweiler, it's nice to see you again.
Yes, you're going to.
I knew it all along. Frau Schrader didn't have a headache. She just didn't want to come to the party. She was faking.
Brigitte, you shouldn't say things you don't know are true.
But I do know. I just heard say Father that she'd been dodging these people.
That doesn't mean that she didn't have a headache. It's very important that you children like Frau Schrader.
I'd like her all right. Why is it important?
Well, I think she's going to be your new mother.
Oh, Fräulein, Father could never marry her. Why he couldn't?
Why couldn't he?
Because he's in love with you.
Now, Brigitte, that's just the kind of thing...
You must know that.
No, Brigitte.
night when we were all sitting on the floor singing that Edelweiss song you taught us? After we finished, you laughed at him for forgetting the words. He didn't forget the words. He just stopped singing to look at you. And when he speaks to you, the way his voice sounds...
No, Brigida, no!
And the way you looked at him just now when you were dancing. You're in love with him.
One more dance, please, Ben. Oh, Caroline Maria. You're not going to be having dinner with the children tonight. You're going to be having it down here with us. Oh, yes, it's already all been arranged. But you'll need a change. You'll need to put on a different dress. Oh, and Maria, put on the one you wore the other night while we were all singing. It was lovely, soft and white.
Shall I announce dinner, Captain?
Oh, no, not yet. The children will want to say goodnight. Oh, Georg, I wanted the children to say goodnight the way they did last night.
No, Elsa, not here.
Please, Georg, the way they did it for me. It was so sweet.
No, not in front of a stranger.
Please, Georg, for me.
No, no, no. Presto change.
Max, you're just in time. Children, now. There's a sad sort of clanging from the clock in the hall, and the bells in the steeple too. And up in the nursery, an absurd little bird is popping out to say cuckoo, cuckoo, cuckoo. Regretfully they tell us, but firmly they compel us to say goodbye to you. So long, farewell, I'll leave you say goodnight. I hate to go and leave this pretty sight. So long, farewell, I'll leave you say adieu.
Adieu, adieu, to you and you and you.
So long, farewell, au revoir, I'll leave you say I'm going to stay and taste Piper's champagne. No.
No.
So long, farewell, I'll leave you say goodbye.
I leave and heave a sigh and say goodbye, goodbye.
I flee, I fly. The sun has gone to bed, and so must I. So long, farewell. Auf Wiedersehen, goodbye, goodbye,
Dinner is served.
Elsa, they're extraordinary.
Fräulein Maria taught them to do it.
I've been looking all over Austria for something like this for the festival, and I find it here.
Wait a minute, Max.
A singing group of 7 children in one family.
Max, Georg didn't even want them to sing in front of the guests tonight. I had to persuade him.
Ah, you have influence.
Max,
Elsa, this festival is important to Austria, and it wouldn't do me any harm.
Postulants around. Let us pray.
Thank you, and God bless you, Mother Abbess. I am ready to serve the Lord. Amen.
Amen.
Reverend Mother, Maria has asked to see you.
You know it has taken her a long time.
I waited until she wanted to come to me.
It's strange. She's happy to be here, but she's unhappy too.
We've never seen her like this before.
Why did they send her back? Do you know?
She doesn't speak. She hasn't spoken, except in prayer.
And she seems very afraid.
I shall see her.
Maria?
This must have been a trying experience for you.
It was, Reverend Mother.
Has it taught you anything?
I've learned that I never want to leave these walls again.
Maria, why did they send you back?
They didn't send me back. I left. I left without telling them I was going, without saying goodbye.
Sit down, Maria. Maria, what happened? Why did you do this?
I was frightened.
Frightened?
I was confused. I never felt that way before. I couldn't stay. I knew that here I would be away from it, that here I would be safe.
Maria, our abbey is not to be used as an escape. What is it that you can't face?
I can't face him again.
Thank you, Sisters Margareta and Agnes. Please show our new postulants around. Maria, are you in love with Captain Von Trapp?
I don't know. I don't know.
Well, tell me about it, my child.
Regina said that I was, and that her father was in love with me. And then there he was. And we were looking at each other, and I could hardly breathe. Then I knew I couldn't stay.
You do like him, Maria.
Oh, yes.
Did you ever let him see how you felt?
If I did, I didn't know that I did. That's what's been torturing me. I was there on God's errand. To have asked for the captain's love would have been wrong. I don't know, Mother. I do know this. I am ready at this very moment to take the vows of poverty, obedience, and chastity.
Maria, the love of a man and a woman is holy too. The first time we talked together, you told me how you remembered your mother and father before they died. Do you remember? Were they happy?
Oh, yes, Mother, they were very happy.
Maria, you were born of their happiness and of their love. And my child, you have a great capacity to love. What you must find out is, how does God want you to spend that love?
I pledged my life to God's service. I pledged my life to God.
My child, if you love this man, that does not mean that you love God less. You must find out. You must go back.
Oh, no, Mother. Please don't ask me to do that. Let me stay here.
Maria, these walls were not made to shut out problems. You have to face them. You have to find the life that you were born to live.
How do I find it?
Look for it.
Every path you go.
enough. Now sing series. Liesel, give us a cue. That's nice. Very nice. Except it's no good. Imagine you're on the stage of a big concert.
What concert hall, Uncle Max?
Any concert hall. Maybe Cultsburg concert. But a concert hall full of people. Now once more. Gretel, why don't you sing loud? Now you can sing loud for Uncle Max. Tonight at the party you sang so beautifully, with such spirit. Well, let's try again. They want you to sing for me, the darlings, but they don't sing as well as they used to.
We need Fräulein Maria.
We do not need Fräulein Maria. You can sing just as well with me.
But I've had experience with choirs, quartets, glee clubs.
Please. Now, what are we going to sing? Doe, a deer, a female deer.
Fräulein Maria always started with When You Know.
We are not to mention Fräulein Maria.
Come on, Max. I feel like a brisk walk.
That's just what I need. Is anyone using the car?
Now, what will we sing?
With the sound of music.
No, not that one. Louisa, did you play any of your tricks? Any of your jokes at Fräulein Maria?
Only those that she liked and laughed at.
You did not put toads in for that.
No, Father.
Well, something must have happened for her to run away without even saying goodbye. No, darling, I don't think so.
But she was the best governess we ever had.
Well, you're not going to need a governess anymore.
Oh, good.
I'm not sure that's good.
You're going to have a new mother.
A new mother? Frau Schrader?
Yes, it was all arranged last night. I'm very happy. Well, it's time for my afternoon walk.
When Fräulein Maria wanted to feel better, she used to sing that song, remember?
Yes. All right, let's try it.
Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens, bright copper kettles and warm woolen mittens, brown paper packages tied up with strings. These are a few of my favorite things.
Why don't I feel better?
Girls in white dresses with blue satin sashes, snowflakes that stay on my nose and eyelashes.
Maria's back!
Winters that melted to spring. These are a few of my favorite things. When the dog bites, when the bee skips, when I'm feeling sad, I simply remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel so
Children! I miss you so very much. I must find your father right away.
I'll go with you.
How's your sore finger? Liesel, are you all right?
Yes, Fräulein, I'm all right.
Many telegrams lately?
No, Fräulein. Now I'll be glad to go back to boarding school.
Liesel, you can't use boarding school to escape your problems. You have to face them. Oh, I have so much to talk to you about.
We have a lot to tell you, too.
I'm sure tell me?
I guess the most important thing is that Father's going to be married.
Married?
To Frau Schrader.
Are you sure?
Yes, he just told us himself.
We found him.
Liesel,
Louisa, Brigida, boys. Maria will be in the nursery.
you've come back.
Yes, Captain.
You left without any explanation whatsoever. Without even saying goodbye.
It was very wrong of me. Forgive me.
Why'd you do this to us?
Please don't ask me. Anyway, the reason no longer exists.
Then you're back to stay.
Only until you can make arrangements for another governess.
Oh no, the children have missed you. Everybody's missed you very much. Nothing was the same while you were away. It was all wrong.
But I need...
We'll talk about it later. Go be at the children. Maria, a new dress?
We have a new postulant.
I know I'm right, Max. We'll find you and ask him.
I'll take your word for it, Elsa.
Georg, settle this for Max, will you? How far down the mountain does your property go?
See that stone wall over there? That's the property line.
You see?
I didn't argue about it.
I know, it makes me furious. I don't like to win without a fight.
Herr Denfather, while you were gone, you had a long-distance call from Berlin.
Who would be calling me from Berlin?
They said you know who it was.
Oh. Thank you, Franz. Georg, what were we just talking about?
This is not your first call from Berlin, Max.
Georg, you know I have no political convictions. Can I help it if other people have?
Let's not stir this up again. The Germans have promised not to invade Austria. Max knows that.
Why did he bother answering the calls from Berlin?
Because if they don't keep their promise, I want to have some friends among them.
Naturally.
Oh, so you agree too?
Georg, this is the way I see it. There was a man who was dying. They were giving him the last rites. They asked him, "Do you renounce the devil and all his works?" He said, "At this moment, I prefer not to make any enemies."
Georg, if they should invade us, would you defy them?
Yes.
Do you realize what might happen to you? To your property?
To your children!
To everyone close to you? To Elsa? To me?
Well, what will you do if they come?
What anyone with any sense would do. Just sit tight, wait for it all to blow over.
And you think it will?
One thing's certain. Nothing you can do will make any difference.
Don't look so serious, darling. Take the world off your shoulders. Relax. You dear, attractive, dewy-eyed idealist. Today you have to learn to be a realist.
You may be bent on doing deeds of daring do, but up against a shark with cannot never
Be wise, compromise.
Compromise and be wise.
Let them think you're on their side, be non-committal.
I will not bow my head to the men I despise.
You don't have to bow your head, just stoop a little.
Why not learn to put your faith and your reliance on an obvious and simple fact of science? A crazy planet full of crazy people is somersaulting all around the sky, and every time it turns another somersault, another day goes by, and there's no way to stop it.
No, there's no way to stop it.
No, you can't stop it even if you try. So I'm not going to worry.
No, I'm not going to worry every time I see another day go by. While somersaulting at a cockeyed angle, we make a cockeyed circle round the sun. And when we circle back to where we started from, another year has run. And there's no way to stop it.
No, there's no way to stop
If
it.
the earth wants to go around the sun, you're a fool if you worry.
You're a fool if you worry over anything but little number one.
That's you
That's I.
And I
and me, that all-absorbing character. constellation in the sky. All throughout the center of the universe, a lovely thing is called I.
And there's no way to stop it, no, there's no way to stop it, and I can't go, I cannot tell you why. And as long as I'm living, just as long as I'm living, there'll be nothing else as wonderful as I. There'll be nothing else as wonderful as
Me. On one thing we can agree. Each person is important to himself. You can't save yourself by giving up. And you can't outwit a lion by putting your head
Your call from Berlin, sir.
in the lion's mouth.
I'll call it back.
You might as well just talk to them now, Max.
Go. Go, go.
Georg, I feel I know what's going to happen here. Can't you see things my way?
No. Not if you're willing to see things their way.
There's one thing you do better here than you do in Vienna. Your sunsets. I'm going to miss them.
Captain! Oh, I beg your pardon.
Oh, Maria! Georg, you didn't tell me, Fräulein. Maria was back. I'm delighted.
Thank you. Captain, the children would like to know if they could take a holiday from their lessons tomorrow so that we can go on a picnic.
Yes, I don't mind.
That will make them so happy. And may I be permitted to wish you happiness too, Frau Schrader? Captain, the children have told me that you're going to be married.
Oh, I'm afraid the children are wrong. Georg, I'm going to have to start packing if I'm going to get back to Vienna.
If you feel you must. All of Franz have the car ready.
I can do it. Auf Wiedersehen, Georg. Goodbye, Maria.
I'm sorry if I said something I shouldn't have said.
You did say the wrong thing, but you said it at the right time.
The children told me that you were going to marry Frau Schrader.
Found out we just couldn't go down the same path. That door is shut.
Sister Margareta always says when God shuts a door...
I know. He opens a window. Maria, why did you run away to the Abbey? What was it that made you come back?
The Mother Abbess. She said that you have to look for your life.
Often when you find it, you don't recognize it.
No.
And then one day, one night, it stands before you.
Yes.
I look at you now and I realize this is not something that just happened. I've known deep down inside for weeks. You knew it too. What was it that told you?
Brigida. She said when we were dancing that night.
She was quite right. That was not an ordinary dance.
I hadn't danced since I was a very little girl. It's quite different after you're grown up, isn't it?
When you were a very little girl, did a very little boy ever kiss you?
Uh-huh.
That's quite different now too.
Is it? It is different.
Your whole life will be different now. I'll give you anything you want, take you anywhere you want to go.
But I don't want to go anywhere. All I could ever ask for is right here, with you.
Gita is very wise for her age, isn't she?
Why, yes, she is. And the Mother Abbess knew that God had a very special purpose for me.
Maria, is there anyone I should go to? To ask permission to marry you?
Why don't we ask the children?
You know, those two ought to get together sometime. Brigida and Mother Abbess.
Children. See? Cultsburg Festival, 1938. Look here. The Von Trapp family is singing. And here, all of your names. Liesel, Friedrich, Louisa, Kurt, Brigitte, Martha, and Gretel.
Why am I always last?
Because you are the youngest.
Now, Liesel, I'm depending on you. Day after tomorrow, you must all be ready at 11 o'clock in the morning. That's right.
Eridette Weiler, can you help me, please? The Gauleiter is here, and he wants to know why we aren't flying the new flag.
Hiya!
I tried to explain.
Keep quiet. When is Captain Von Trapp returning?
Who knows when a man is on his honeymoon?
These are not times for joking. It's been 4 days since the onslaughts. This is the only house in the province that is not flying the new flag of the Third Reich.
You mean the flag with black spider on it.
Brigitte,
Do you permit such remarks in this house? Who are you?
I am Maximilian Detweiler, First Secretary of the Ministry of Education and Culture.
That was in the old regime.
In the old regime, I was Third Secretary. Now, I am First Secretary.
Good. Then you can order them to fly this flag.
The captain wouldn't. I can only take my orders from Captain Von Trapp.
You will take your orders from us. And so will the captain. Hiya!
Hi.
Why was he so cross?
Everybody's cross these days.
Is Father going to be in trouble?
He doesn't have to be. The thing to do today is to get along with everybody. Now, Liesel, remember, all of the children need to be ready at 11 o'clock in the morning.
Uncle Max, are you sure Father's going to be all right with this?
He'll be pleased and proud.
Liesel, do you think so?
Brigitte, don't you trust me?
No.
Well, anyway, the bus leaves at 11 o'clock.
And Liesel, see,
That's Father's luggage.
yes, back.
Now, Liesel, they'll have such a lot to tell us. Let's not hurry about telling them anything.
Oh, Max, you're back.
You're back.
Did you miss us?
Georg, we didn't expect you back until next week.
Max, it's good you're here. There's much I want to know.
Children, we missed you so very much.
What did you miss most?
We missed all that noise you make in the morning.
All that noise you make, telling each other to be quiet. We missed climbing upstairs to say goodnight to you all.
We missed hearing you sing.
Well, Father, you're just in time to hear us sing. Look, we're singing at the Cultsburg Festival Friday night.
Max, are you responsible for this?
I was just waiting to talk to you about it, Georg.
You can't talk your way out of this one.
Presents.
Now, Georg, I had to make a last-minute decision. I was very fortunate to be able to enter them at all. They'll be the talk of the festival. 7 children in one family.
Not my family.
The committee heard. They were enchanted.
Really, Max? What did they say?
Oh, you never heard such praise.
Georg, did you hear?
The Von Trapp family does not sing in public.
But if they make people happy...
And for the festival, people come from all over the world.
It is out of the question.
Georg, it's for Austria.
There is no Austria.
But the onslaughts happened peacefully. Let's at least be grateful for that.
Grateful to these swine.
Maria, he must at least pretend to work with these people. I admire the way he feels, but you must talk to him. He has to compromise.
No, Max. No.
Maria, you must.
Max, I can't ask Georg to be less than what he is.
All right, then I'll talk. If the children aren't in the festival, it would be a reflection on Austria, and it wouldn't do me any good.
Maria, I've always known that you've loved us children, but now I know that you love Father.
I do, Liesel. I love him very much.
But how can you be sure?
Because I don't think first of myself anymore. I think first of him. I now know how to spend my love.
A bell is no bell till you ring it. A song is no song till you sing it. And the love in your heart wasn't good there to stay. Love isn't love till you give it
telegram for the Captain Von Trapp.
You stay here with Liesel. I'll take it to him.
We have orders to make sure the captain gets it.
I think you can trust me to give it to him.
We have our orders.
Silly, they're married.
Oh, Franz, this telegram is to be delivered into the hands of Captain Von Trapp.
Hi! Hi!
Rolf! Even Franz?
Yes, even Franz. Even me. Even everyone in the town of Nuremberg except for the great Captain Von Trapp. If he knows what's good for him, he'll come over to the right side.
Oh, don't talk like that.
And if he doesn't, he'd better get out of the country. There are things that happen today to a man like that. He better get out quick. Cry all you want. But just remember what I said before it's too late. And you remember too.
Liesel, don't cry.
How can he turn on Father that way?
Liesel, maybe he wasn't threatening your father. Maybe he was warning him. What is it, Georg?
I didn't think I'd have to face a decision this soon. Berlin has offered me a commission in their navy.
Well, Georg?
I can't just brush this aside. I will admit, it would be exciting to have a ship under me again. What I mean is, it would be a comfort and a relief to know that you and the children are safe. But it also means, please, Maria, help me.
Georg, whatever you decide will be my decision.
Thank you. I know now I can't do it.
Of course not.
We'll have to get out of the country right away.
You'll have to leave. Tonight. Now.
No, not without the children. But we can't just pack up and leave. He'll be watching us. We'll have to have a plan. We'll have to have time.
Sir, Admiral von Schreiber and several of his esteemed officers in the Navy of the Third Reich are here to see you.
Thank you, Franz. They didn't give us time.
Then we'll make time.
I'll go get them. We must be careful.
What's happening? Stormtroopers. That's exactly what I was afraid of.
Max, you stay here with Georg. I need to find the children. Liesel, you can go find the children, quickly. Get them into their festival costumes, now.
This way, Admiral. We can talk in here. Herr Tetlock, may I present Admiral von Schreiber. Max, I believe you know Herr Zeller. Would you gentlemen care to sit down?
We are here on business.
Captain Von Trapp, the telegram was sent to you 3 days ago.
I have just received it. I've been away. I've been home just half an hour.
Captain Von Trapp has just returned from his honeymoon, sir.
Congratulations, Captain.
Thank you, sir.
Your record in the war is very well remembered by us, Captain.
It's very good to hear you say that, sir.
Let's get to the point.
If you don't mind. In our Navy, we hold in very high regard. That explains why we are here.
Having had no answer to our telegram, the High Command has sent us in person.
It is very flattering that you say that, sir, but I've had no time to consider it.
And we are here to present you with your commission.
I am deeply conscious of the honor, sir, but...
And your orders are to report immediately to the naval base at Bremerhaven.
Immediately? I'm afraid that would be impossible for you, Georg.
Admiral, may I present my wife, the Baroness von Trapp, Admiral von Schreiber.
Madame.
Oh, what I meant, sir, is that we are all going to be singing in the Karlsberg Festival Friday night. You see, the Von Trapp family singers, they're in the program.
It's all been arranged by the Ministry of Education and Culture.
Friday night? This is Wednesday.
That's only a matter of 2 days. It might be possible. You could report to Bremerhaven by Monday.
Admiral!
Is there a telephone I could use?
This way, Admiral. If there is any question, perhaps adding the weight of my role.
It only gives here the names of the children.
It says the Von Trapp family singers. I'm head of the Von Trapp family.
It's hard to believe, Captain Von Trapp. You, singing in a concert.
Herr Zeller, you may believe what you choose.
It doesn't give here what you're going to sing. What are you going to sing, Captain?
It is your privilege to come to the concert to hear us.
I'd like to hear you sing now. Sing what you're going to sing in the concert. Sing!
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti.
Liesel, will you give us the dough?
Do, a deer, a female deer, Ray, a drop of golden sun. Me, a name I
way to run.
So, a needle holding bread, a needle holding flour, a note to follow song, see, a drink with jam and bread, a drink with jam and bread,
A drink with jam and bread.
Tea with jam, jam and bread. Jam and bread, tea with jam, jam and bread. With jam, with jam. Tea with
Happy to meet me, blossom of snow, may you bloom and grow forever. Edelweiss, Edelweiss, bless thy homeland forever. Edelweiss, Edelweiss,
Small and light, clean and bright, you will carry to meet me.
blossom of snow, may you bloom and grow forever. Edelweiss, bless my homeland
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Just a moment, I have an announcement that concerns me. Ladies and gentlemen, the festival concert has reached its conclusion. Except, of course, we don't know what that conclusion is going to be. The judges are putting their heads together to arrive at their decision, and while we wait, I think there should be an encore. It seems this may be the last opportunity the Von Trapp family will have to sing together for a very long time. I have just been informed that Captain Von Trapp leaves immediately after the concert for his new command in the Navy of the Third Reich. A guard of honor has arrived to escort him to the naval base at Bremen. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the family Von Trapp again.
There's a sad sort of clanging from the clock in the hall, and the bells in the steeple too. And up in the nursery, an absurd little bird is popping out to say cuckoo, cuckoo, cuckoo.
Regretfully they tell us, but firmly they conclude.
adieu, adieu to you, adieu, adieu. So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, goodbye. We flit, we float, we flee, we fly.
So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, goodbye.
The sun has gone to bed and so must I.
Goodbye.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have here the decision of our distinguished judges. We will start with the third award. For this honor, the judges have named Lieutenant Baron von Blitzen.
Du meine Seele, du mein Herz, du meine Wonne, oh, du mein Schmerz, du meine Welt, in der ich lebe, mein Himmel, du, darein ich schwebe, oh, du mein Grab, in das hinabige, wie meinen Blume gab.
For the second award, the judges have selected the Austrian Dance Society. And now for the first award. The first prize, the highest honor in the Ostmark, has been given to the family von Trapp. The family von Trapp.
They're gone! Gone! The Von Trapps!
That's where they go. Where are they? Call the guard!
Hoopin! Take the first floor office! Ulrich! Block the driveway!
Sir!
Steiner! Call district headquarters!
Play something.
many of them are there?
I counted only 8 stormtroopers.
And their officer. Sister Margareta, we didn't know we put the Abbey in this danger.
It's outrageous. The church has always been a sanctuary.
Now with these people, this is the 3rd time they've searched the Abbey. Perhaps we should pray.
Look at that!
That's why we put you out here in the garden. They always search the inside, never the outside. Is it this guy's house?
Yes, darling.
We must all be very, very quiet. I'll let you know when they have gone.
Amen.
After they've gone, can we go home?
No, darling. We have a very long drive ahead of us.
Liesel, let's stay close to each other.
Lieutenant! There's no one out here, sir.
They've gone.
Reverend Mother, we're sorry to brought us upon the Abbey.
Reverend Mother, we can never thank you.
Once it's safe, we'll be on our way. We hid our car deep in the woods.
The car will do you no good. They left guard on the road in front of the gate.
I've been listening to the wireless. All the roads are blocked.
The border's been closed.
I've always thought of these mountains as our friends, standing there protecting us. Now it seems as if they're our enemies.
Never your enemies. Haven't you read? I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills, from whence cometh my help.
Georg, I know that mountain as well as I know this garden. And so do you. And once we're over that mountain, we're in Switzerland.
What about the children?
We can help them.
We can do it without help.
You'll have help. For ye shall go out with joy, and be led forth with peace. The mountains and the hills will break forth before you into singing.